2004 championship-winning football team. After high school, he attended William Penn University and was a member of their football team from 2016 to 2021. Ben currently resides in North Canton, Ohio, with his wife Becky, who is expecting their first child and their 2 dogs. So you're expecting 2 dogs too? Okay. Anyway, she's 8 months pregnant. He lives in Ohio, 5-hour drive. So thank you so much for being here, Ben, and please give everyone a welcome to Ben Sherman.
Well, I just want to say how grateful I am to be the coach of Canton and part of this great tradition. I want to thank the parents of the seniors here for your support of the coaching staff, of your players, and I'm just grateful to have them for the years I did. I want to thank my coaches for all that they do. I know without great coaches behind me, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. They make me look really good, right? So as a head coach, you do a lot of stuff that is behind the scenes, right? And maybe not as much coaching sometimes. And I have a lot of good coaches that help me out with the X's and O's and on the field. So seniors I have here today, I have 7 of them. There's 6 here, I think. So I'll say your names, I'll have you stand, I want to recognize you. Ryder Route. Alexis McRoberts. Dawson Burgess. Elijah Kilmer. And Jake Pepper. So I just want to thank you guys. You can have a seat. I won't make you keep standing. I just want to thank you guys for your sacrifice, your commitment, all the time you put in for Canton football, putting yourself out there and your bodies on the line for Canton football and for us as coaches. I really appreciate all you guys did. I'm going to definitely miss you guys. And Jake, it's not too late to come back for 1 more year if you want. Jake's graduating early, which I respect, but we would like to have 1 more year on the football field. But these guys have been great. We had a tough year, right, guys? Our word for the year was grit, and I believe football is one of the greatest sports just to get you ready for life. And we had to have a lot of grit this year. We had a younger team. We had a lot of injuries to some key players. And sometimes when it's going that way, it's hard to go out there and sacrifice yourself like you would any day, right? It seems like, well, why would I? I'm missing some of my buddies are hurt. Why would I go out and lay my body on the line? But these guys continue to do that, and went out and played hard. And I'm so proud of them. I have a lot of respect for them. It's hard every year to say goodbye to the seniors. They're a special group, and I'm going to miss you guys. Next year when August rolls around and you're not out there, or staying the night with us at camp, and you guys will miss it too. It's something you'll never forget. I mean, I played in the old shoe game. Oh man, it's got to be almost around 25 years ago, 24, 25 years ago, and more than that. And it's something that you'll never forget. It's a great memory. It's a great tradition, and being part of that is something that's special. So I won't be long-winded here. Just some things I've been thinking about, and for the seniors, both teams. When you think about football, you don't always think about the word love, but to have a strong team, you have to have that, right? And you can't play in fear. You got to play with love, right? So you got to love one another. You got to have a tough team. You got to be able to love your teammates. Next is to serve. It's got to be a team sport in football, so it's about sacrificing for the ultimate goal for everybody, right? It's not about individuals. I think we do a great job with that, and I think that's a reason why Troy's had success and we've had success in the past. Is it's about a team. It's about serving each other, and it's about playing for the team and not worrying about individual stats. It's about what can we do as a team. And then the last thing is care. So when you guys, you're going to use all these words throughout your life, right? You're going to be You're gonna have a job someday, maybe you own your own business, you're gonna have a family. Think about these words with everything you do. Love people, right? Serve other people. It's not about you, it's about serving others. And care about what you do. So if it's your job to go out in the field and you're the long snapper, you care so much about how well you do at that you do the best you can. All right? If it's your job to go out and whatever you're doing for work, you do that with such a level of care every day and put that into it. So I hope that you guys learn some of those lessons in football that will help you in life. Thank you.
Well, you know you're starting to get old when you have players coming back to speak. It's a little scary, and it seems like yesterday Ben was just like the seniors that are in the room here today. Tyler took a lot of the words that I was about to say out of my mouth, but I'll repeat them. I read off the script just so I can keep myself on target here. But I would first like to thank the Lions Club from Troy and Canton, as always, for honoring our football athletes every year. And I would like to thank the parents of all our players. We've asked a lot of the parents, you seniors, all the weight room trips before they could drive, all the concession stand raising money, all the stuff. And we would not have been successful without you guys, your help, and holding your kids accountable. You have great kids. I'd like to thank my coaches. My coaches this year include Coach Millard, Coach Ammerman, Coach Spiak, Coach Dibble, Coach Tucker, who I don't believe is here, Coach Cutt, Coach Gilland, Coach Smith, Coach McClure. You guys have seen a lot of press on me over the last year with what happened. And I don't deserve that alone. In fact, I don't deserve most of it. My coaches are some of the best coaches in the state and helped me to receive a lot of recognition that I don't deserve on my own. I'm very fortunate to have these guys, and we certainly wouldn't have had the past or present success that we had without them. I would like to also thank the administration, our new superintendent, Mr. Feldmeyer, principal, Mr. Bryan, AD Wesneski, admin assistant Janet Dibble, for helping me get through everything and giving me the autonomy to do the things that I need to do. I would like to also thank the wives of all our coaches. These guys spend a lot of time away from their families, and it can be burdensome, but they're really doing a great thing, and without that understanding, none of this would be possible. Most of all, I'd like to thank my own wife. She's been my rock through the past 15 years of doing this and walked me off multiple cliffs. And that's the truth. And if it was something like golf, I don't think she liked that very much. But she's been very, very supportive with me with this endeavor, and has been like my right-hand person in this thing. And I would like to thank her publicly. She's here tonight. As well as the rest of the ladies that are in our booster club, Joe's wife Bonnie, and the multitude of people that, when I say thousands of hours, I mean thousands of hours of hard work and cooking and buying food and making the kids feel special. And it's a big deal, because the coaches certainly don't make the kids feel special. I can tell you that. At all. But anyway, I always like to have a little message to the seniors, and my message is this. I just want you guys to know that this banquet, in my opinion, is more than celebrating a football rivalry or the trophy that symbolizes it. It has more to do with celebrating future leaders. It's well known that leaders are forged under fire and under tremendous heat. Leaders are not born, they're developed. There's no better platform, in my opinion, than the gridiron. There's no classroom that teaches these qualities. This is really why we're here tonight. Yeah, this year Troy returns home with a trophy. But both teams tonight return home with courageous young men, in Canton's case, women, with a great group of future leaders. And I can tell you there's a lot of great leaders in our room here tonight. You see, I feel it is well understood that the game of football is hard. It takes selfless people, disciplined people, committed people who serve each other, like Tyler said. Frankly, it takes tough people who love each other to have any chance of success in the game of football. More importantly, the game teaches great work ethic, integrity, and humility. If you're lucky enough to have a team that embodies all of those traits and you have a few good athletes to boot, you might be fortunate enough to win some games. But I say, to all of you guys here tonight, winning football games is secondary to the great lessons that are learned on the football field. You seniors from both sides have faith that what you have endured through the game of football and the discipline that it took to mold you, my hope is that you'll have confidence to do whatever it is you want to do in life. Tonight, I'm very blessed to introduce to you a very successful class of seniors. They've built probably the most tremendous resume. I wrestled a bit with, how I was going to do this, but, and really, this just comes down to how they would want it. So I'm just going to introduce them, and I'm going to have you stand up. And then I'll explain here. James Dyke. Christian Bazalia. Evan Slater. Dale Millard. Cameron Morey. Roland Smith. Brendan Gilman. Camden Coyle. Caden Vogel. Did I miss anybody? That's a joke. Mason Smith. Well, like I said, yeah, you guys can have the seat. I sort of thought about, how what I was gonna do or say about this group, and really, I thought about them. And I'm only gonna speak of them collectively as a group, as that is how they would want it. They're not the boastful type. Humble is their best trait. And they would want to be remembered by their collective efforts, not their individual accolades. There are some of the best football players in the state in this room tonight. There are multiple league and regional all-stars, multiple all-state players, and even the 2A Player of the Year is in attendance here tonight. But these accolades are meaningless to this group. The only thing they've cared about since first grade was each other. And their actions and accolades on and off the field speak for themselves. Many of these guys are as successful in the classroom as they are on the field of play. I can honestly say they're all better people than they are football players. To date, they have written a story that is almost fairy tale-like. And I have been very blessed to have had the opportunity to watch many of these guys play since they were in the first grade. From first grade to sixth grade, they lost one game but did win all 6 of their Super Bowl championships at the youth level. In 7th and 8th grade, they also went undefeated. As from 9th to 12th grade, they have a 47-5 record.
48.
48? Okay, sorry. As juniors, they beat a Delaware State Power in a showcase game against Dover, Delaware in the Mid-Atlantic Pigskin Classic. They have earned 3 consecutive NTL championships, which is the current first time ever in Troy history. 3 consecutive Old Shoe victories, 4 district semifinal appearances, which include this coming week. 2 district final appearances, 1 district runner-up, 1 district championship, 1 Eastern Conference final appearance, and 1 state final. They have played a huge part in being the first NTL team to have won a PIAA state championship. They have won their last 7 consecutive playoff games. They are 10-2 over the past 4 years in the state playoffs, only losing to the eventual state champion twice. This group has really made it okay to dream big. You guys have really set a new standard of excellence within our own league. You may not know for a long, long time the impact that you've had and how rare your success is. Again, you seniors are still writing your story. And this week we have the opportunity, we're going to be going to Warrior Run for the district semifinal. And I would like to just, ad-lib a little bit on this group. I think, it's funny how everybody helps everybody, but, 4 years ago, we took a bunch of these now seniors, or a handful of them, and went and watched a state playoff game where Canton was playing. And we, had played Canton, and one of Troy's very few losses in the last 4 years comes to a really good Canton team, and you seniors from Canton were on that team as freshmen. You remember that very well. And I look back at that day, and that was the day, because we played very competitively in that game, and then followed Canton through the state playoffs, and were as heartbroken as all the Canton people were the day they got beat. But that was the day that we knew, this group knew, that they had an opportunity to do something that had never been done. And so you learn those things sometimes in unique ways, but I think it helped us coaches in that way as well. So, I'd like to thank Canton for that inspiration, to be honest with you. What happens this year, we don't know. Obviously, this group of kids have done everything we've ever asked them to do. They didn't miss many lifts, and we haven't always been easy on them, that's for sure. But I will say that the following that we had, over the last year into the playoffs is something that, I feel like we need again. And I was very proud, in our last game to, have had, the largest crowd of any state final. And looking in the room, there was a lot of people in this room that weren't from Troy that were down at that game. Because it really was about all of us at that moment, not just about Troy, because we were representing this people, all of our people. And, I hope moving forward, and again, the game is fleeting, it's do or die, you lose or go home. There's no making up, there's no second place and moving on. So, but we appreciate any support we get from here, and we love our following, and thank you so much to everyone in the room.
So what does the old shoe mean to each one of you? Go ahead, we'll start here.
It means the world to the community, so it means the world to me.
It's just a school rivalry, and it's fun to be a part of.
It's just exciting playing with two close towns that are really close with each other. It's a rivalry that's really looked at between these two towns and a lot more.
I think it just means a lot to both communities, and it's just a great thing that everybody comes together and watches and plays.
It means a lot being from a small community like Troy and Canton, similar, just to get the communities together and kind of celebrate the good teams we have for high school.
And it means a lot to bring two communities together and then celebrate again. Yeah, it means a lot with all the history behind it.
It feels great to be able to bring both communities together to watch our game.
All right, well, good luck on Friday night this week. We're here with Tyler Seacrest, the head coach of the Canton Warriors. The old shoe banquet just wrapped up, and I got you and Jimmy talking about some of the team stuff. You had a tough season, obviously. Young team. What would you like to say to the fans watching and about what's coming up and what has just passed?
Yeah, we went through a tough year, a lot of injuries. By the end of the year, I think we had 5 or 6 freshmen starting, so they got some valuable experience. It was a hard year, but in high school football, small school, high school football, you're going to have up and down years. So we're excited to build the program back up. Those freshmen got some good experience, and we got some good kids coming back. And we're going to work hard to get Canton Warrior football back where it was a few years ago.
And what do you do to increase the numbers to the most you can get from a small community like Canton?
Yeah, a lot of times it's those groups like Jimmy talked about. You get these groups that come through and start in first grade and play together. Well, in Canton right now we got that group, my son's class there in junior high and 6th grade. There's a group, 7th and 8th graders. We had 35 kids in 2 grades play junior high this year. So, and with the 9th graders we have that junior high group and some 5th and 6th graders, we have a lot of potential there. So it's just going to take the being in the weight room, the hard work, the effort. It just doesn't happen. You got to make it happen. So just keep grinding and working hard and working towards that goal of getting back in that upward cycle.
So it's like building a foundation. You're going to start at the base and work our way up.
Yeah,
right?
It is. You got to start right from the bottom. It's just like that in life. Sometimes you get knocked down. You're back at the bottom. It's time to just tighten up the bootstraps and get to work, and you just got to get after it.
It's funny being in the position I'm in because I get to interview you before the season starts. Now here we put a bow on the season for the Canton Warriors. And before you know it, I'll be back out to Canton seeing you for preseason.
Yep.
It's just, it seemed, I don't know if it was just me, but it seemed like the football season just flew by so fast this year.
Yeah, it went fast. It always does. Every year it seems to go faster, and next thing you know, you're in camp, and then it's over. So it goes by fast, and but it's just such a blessing to coach high school football. And it's not always about the wins. It's about what you're teaching young men, and if you're doing that, I think the wins take care of themselves.
Yeah, and I think the foundation that you're setting for the young human beings that you're putting out in the world, that's what really matters at the end of the day. It's not the wins and losses. It's how you affect these people that you're putting out in society, and you're making society a better place for everybody.
Yeah. Those trophies, those medals, they'll fade, they'll collect dust. But the real thing is when kids come back to you years later as a coach, and they say, "Hey, coach, I really appreciate that. I learned this from you. I learned that from you. It's helped me with this and that." That's what it's all about when it comes down to.
Absolutely. And being a huge football fan and a reporter, I love the game of high school football, and you guys have a very classy football team. There's nothing but top notch. You guys have the ultimate respect in the area. You had a down year this year, and nobody says anything bad about Canton because you guys are a quality football team and a quality school and a quality community.
Yeah, that's great to have, and that's what it's about. It's about just the community, and it's great, this old shoe banquet. Like they said, there's one night of the year we don't like, well, let's say one week in the year we don't like each other, but other than that, what we've done here, the success we've had between these two towns 10 miles apart has been just iron sharpen iron. It's been the two teams making each other better and Troy was able to get over the hump and get that state championship, and that was great for our area.
Absolutely, and it's been a joy for the fans of the area to be able to see you guys making your state run, and then Troy last year coming through with the gold is just a great time to be alive in NTL football.
Yeah, I'm really proud of this area, the NTL District 4. If you look back at Class A, even the last, I mean, we were in 2 state semifinals. Then South Williamsport was, and then Muncie was, and you know, I mean, it could be Line Mountain in the state semifinals. So we have some good football in this area. I think people are starting to realize that small school football in this northern tier area in District 4 is really got better over the years.
Absolutely, and I think by getting some exposure, I think the kids in this area are getting a little more opportunities than they ever have in the past.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, there's a lot more exposure. You guys do a great job covering us. Circle W Sports does our website. It's just the kids get a lot more out there, and it's great for the kids. It's great for our area, and it's great for football.
Yep. We'll be looking forward to seeing you and interviewing you in the early fall next year, and have a good off season and good luck with your numbers, and we'll see you then. Thanks.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.